And so for tonight's practice, I'd like to offer two ways to work with the practice while you're working with thoughts, feeling restless, but really becoming distracted. So these two approaches, we are going to be using mindfulness of the breath, mindfulness of breathing, and also mindfulness of the body. So this is the whole Vipassana practice all wrapped into one. If you've been practicing with me, you'll notice a lot of times maybe I will start with the breath, the breathing body, or I'll go in through the body and then we'll come in through the breath. So this is, there's not one way to do it, as a lay practitioner. And so these are just simply elements that you can play with. These instructions come from just a wonderful meditation instruction guide, The Mind Illuminated, by John Yates, Matthew Immergut, and Jeremy Graves. And it's this deep dive of very clear meditation instruction that is exactly what we're practicing, and it's bridging these ancient Buddhist teachings in we're going to say the Theravada tradition because it's considered the elders tradition, but that's just the science of mindfulness, and so it's bridging this ancient knowledge with modern neuroscience to see what works, what doesn't. But honestly, it just completely coincides. It's very fascinating. But yeah, a really good secular / Buddhist guide there. And so for this practice, yeah, and I'll say this now. The goal for this practice is very simple. You want to shorten the periods of your mind wandering and extend the periods of sustained attention. Holding attention on a meditation object. And I'll offer you to do this in 4 steps. I'm going to share a little infographic I made. And so in 4 steps here. So the first is just starting with awareness inside the body. Very simple. Just the sounds, the sensations, staying connected to the present moment. It's just really focusing a narrow attention on the body, noticing the physical sensations. And then we move our awareness slowly expanding to include the field outside the body. So this is the awareness practice. And then expanding the awareness, these build onto one another. So you can practice these in stages that are kind of like building blocks, with the pinnacle being very, very focused at the breath at the nose. But also, maybe if you're practicing with this, you can just stay with one of them for the entire time, but seeing how they interrelate and how they work with one another. And so coming into the body breathing, entire body breathing, noticing those sensations, and narrowing the scope of your awareness back to just this focal point on the nose. Also, the second part is this really helpful chart. And so this is called the cycle of distraction, forgetting and waking up. And when you look at this and really hold this in the mind, it is almost a perfect representation of how we lose our attention, become distracted, and then have that waking up moment of, oh yeah, I'm meditating. So starting with attention on the breath at the nose, we're meditating, we're feeling it, everything's good. What is for dinner? Dinner. Oh, distraction, coming back to the breath. We haven't had pizza. What day is it, pizza? And then it's like, where would we get pizza? La 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 la. That's where the mind wandering comes in. They flow into one another. We can catch ourselves at any which point. But here's the good part. Here's the cherry. Waking up. So you can almost allow that other parts to happen. The waking up, where you notice wandering and you come right back, that will be the focus. It's this little tiny bit of insight. How do you meet that moment? Oh, darn it. Back to the. Or, oh, yeah. Mm, mm. Yeah. This inviting insight, seeing how you respond to the moment, and seeing how, when you come back to the breath, if your mindful state of being is much more present. It's almost as if you need the mind wandering to come back more fully. So, yeah, I hope that helps. Does anyone have any questions before we begin? All right. So, yeah, let's go ahead and begin practice. This practice will be, we'll go for 40 minutes. So making sure that you are comfortable. Nothing's really going to bother you, make you restless. And position your body in a way that feels alert. But also at ease. So we're inviting alertness, but also inviting ease. Tuning in with the body, maybe having the spine a little bit more erect, lifting up, bringing upward energy into the spine, becoming more alert, but also letting the spine be soft. Ah. And if you'd like, taking a few longer, deeper breaths. And maybe feeling more ease in the body with every exhale. And whenever it feels comfortable, letting the breath return to a natural rhythm. Returning to a bit more stillness. And maybe noticing the face. Noticing any tension in the face. and practice inviting ease. More ease in the face, maybe more ease in the shoulders, the neck. Allowing yourself to let go. Allowing the body to rest. Letting it know it's safe. And continuing to invite ease. Seeing if you can allow yourself to lower just a bit more in your seat. Letting go into the support of this earth. And maybe noticing those points where you're supported. Feeling grounded, connected. Really feeling the effect of gravity. And maybe noticing this constellation of sensations inside the body. Pressure pulsing. Even the air moving across the skin. Maybe using your awareness to scan through the body. Maybe like a scanner, or even like a ball. A field of awareness that you can move around the body. And beginning in a place that the body feels pleasant. Even a subtle pleasantness. And if you're noticing any areas of discomfort, if it's tolerable keeping your attention there, then maybe noticing how the sensations change. It almost follows that law that if you watch something, it'll change. Seeing sensations in the body, coming, going, letting it be. And so staying with the body, if you can, it might be nice to expand the field of awareness, including more things in your environment. Maybe you're noticing sounds in the room. And continuing this practice of allowing awareness to unfold, expand, cover. It'll happen on its own. feeling more rested, grounded, very aware. Almost as if distraction is like rain and our awareness is the umbrella. And so becoming more aware, inside the body, outside the body. Almost becoming this seamless experience. And it might be nice to bring attention to the body breathing. Feeling the sensations in the chest, the belly. Maybe noticing the rhythm of our heart. It's another important organ in breathing. And if you'd like, spreading awareness through the body, noticing the changes of sensation as the body breathes. Maybe the neck, feeling it go down the limbs. And maybe taking some time to see how the breath eases the body. What is that like? Does it really happen? Be the scientist. And maybe reflecting on the goodness of the breath, the vitality it's giving the body. And connecting with this breath on a heart level, making you want to get closer, lean in. Maybe feeling very focally, cool air moving in, warm air moving out, right there in the nostril. And maybe also noticing the air filling the body, filling, emptying, and maybe even tracking that all the way down with your awareness. filling the belly. And each time the mind wanders and it comes back, savor it. Be joyful. And also maybe notice what was more pleasant, thinking or mindfulness. And expanding this awareness, we notice we are very much alive. Awareness is happening. We are aware at this moment, and it's truly beautiful. This deep sense of support and ease that comes from knowing. And remembering to come back. Coming back to a small area of the body to center the attention. Resting the attention. Awareness is firm, but soft and relaxed. And shortly we're going to bring this practice to a close. And in this time, maybe just sitting back and enjoying the work you've done. It's like tidying, doing chores. You're in the moment, but now you're done. Everything's put away. Everything's clean. That feeling of just relaxing and feeling good, allowing yourself to feel good about what you did. And may the merits of this practice, all of your hard work, may it go on to promote clarity and ease in yourself and for others. Coming back. That was nice. Thank you.